Don't Listen is a brand new Spanish Netflix horror flick from Spain, not the other kind of Spanish. And this one came out of nowhere, much like every freaking Netflix original seems to. I had no idea it was being made, didn't know anything about it until about an hour before I watched it. Pressed play on it and was really surprised. Man, this was very good. I definitely recommend this one. So, right off the bat, as far as the plot synopsis goes, it's fairly generic. This kid, he's hearing voices, no one believes him, he keeps trying to tell people it's coming from this or that, they moved into a new house. You've seen it all before as far as that goes. But where the film kind of takes a different turn is around maybe the 30-minute mark, 25-minute mark, somewhere in there. And then you go, oh, wow, that's not typical. Cool. All right, now I'm a little bit more on board. And I thought that... Now, I will say, though, the film is pretty heavy jump scare centric. But that didn't really hinder the film much for me because I really just enjoyed kind of how messed up things got throughout. Like, I was really surprised a few times, like, how fucked up certain things were. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I feel like with films like this, they always play it so safe. They play it so by the book, by the numbers, whatever. And this one, while it did still stick to tropey elements because of what it ends up being, how certain things play out, these are things we have seen in the past. He calls in this, like, expert paranormal guy who comes in and he's skeptical, but then he starts to become a believer. You've seen all of the things in here before. But as I've said on the channel many, many, many times, everything has been done. Being original is almost impossible these days. So if you are going to do something that's been done 1,000 times, like you basically almost always are going to, you've got to try to reinvent it or push the envelope. You've got to try to do something the other films haven't done or aren't willing to do. Just, it might be the same kinds of setups, but just throwing different things at us, spicing it up a bit. And I feel like this film spices it up plenty with just, as I said, kind of just with the risks that it will take and the lengths that it will go to that surprised me. I did like the characters. I found myself connecting to them. There's a lot of, like, sadness in this movie too. I felt it was fairly dramatic and worked at times, which I thought was really good. But yeah, I mean, overall, I was pretty impressed by this one. This was a really good surprise, because when you throw on these random overnight Netflix release type films, especially some of the foreign ones, it is an extremely mixed bag. So I never know what to expect when I throw these on. And about 20 minutes in, I was like, oh shit, here we go. Generic as fuck. Just we're going to sit through another one of these. All right, whatever. And then around that area, where I said things changed, and I was like, whoa, okay, maybe not. Maybe we got something here. And then pretty much for the rest of the ride, I was like, okay, it's got jump scares. Okay, it's sticking to traditional tropes a little bit, but it's given me enough to go off of that. I was really invested and interested and kept going, like, okay, like, what are we going to throw at me next? And then the ending hits, and the ending hits hard. It really hit hard. And I was like, ooh, okay, cool film. Definitely a recommendation. It just was released on Friday, so it's about 2 days old now. I watched it last night and I was way too tired to try to review it. So let me know when you watch it. And yeah, I wonder if people will be like, oh, there's too many jump scares, or oh, it's just too tropey for me, or this or that. But I have a feeling, for the most part, people are gonna appreciate this one because it's a cool flick. So check it out. And this is the directorial debut of this director and writer. He's only done shorts before, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what this guy's got next, because this is a really cool starter film. This is a good first effort for sure. So keep an eye on this guy. Adios.